Hello! Welcome to another art session. I'm going to be doing some illustrations with I'm going to be doing some work on my comic later, but first I'm going to be doing some work on just drawing some doing some figure drawing and just doing some quick gesture drawings. So I just start quick and just do some warm-ups, and then I'll get into the timed ones after these. So I'm gonna get some music on for all of you. Let's see. What should we do today? Let's do we'll do the Final Fantasy mix, I guess, because I haven't heard that one in a little while. Eh. Fix it. Start over. First drawing is always pretty rough. So I hope everyone's having a nice week. Today was pretty nice and sunny out, so at least we got that. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. The treatment doesn't let me do Christmas music, but I guess I'd have to I could try one time maybe, but I'm just nervous that it might. I'll have to look. There must be something I can use. I mean, it's not Christmas week yet anyway, so that week, next week maybe I'll look into something for, like maybe next Friday I'll start trying to do that kind of stuff, because right now, I mean, it's no big deal. These are going to be a little longer than the ones afterwards. I just want to warm up and just... Yeah. So we'll warm up first, and then I'll do some quicker ones afterwards. Messed her up already, darn. Oh well. It's a first drawing, I won't I'm not going to erase and start over them again. She had her, it's holding her phone, and I don't want to draw her phone. Hello, I hope you're having a nice day. That's bugged me a little too much. Okay, that's fine. Okay, a few more and then I'll... Yeah. There's a lot of loose clothing on, or not loose, but like yeah, just baggy clothing on this one. So this is gonna be tough, but I'll give it a shot. She also has a guitar, which is going to make things even harder. Oops. I'm going to put it here, actually, so... Hello! Glad you can make it. Just doing some anatomy drawings first, and then I'm going to work in the comic after I get a bunch done. Yeah, I'm going to start off with untimed ones that aren't timed, and then I'll move into ones that are. So these ones will be a little longer, but they're going to be more challenging too. Like I said, this woman she has baggy clothing on, so it's me, and I don't really draw that often, so that makes it more difficult. Yeah, the game show awards were yesterday, and it was fun. I mean, the adding the Muppets in was a fun little thing. Some people thought it was not very funny, but I still enjoyed them. Some of the jokes didn't land, but I mean, it's no worse than what some of the presenters do sometimes, and he was actually better this time. Like, usually his jokes are kind of meh, but this year he actually kind of made me smile a few times when he with his. Plus, he was much more personal. Like, he started off by talking about like how he played a certain game during a really tough moment in his life, and it was just like surprising to hear that kind of level of like just openness from media. Even, well, especially nowadays with how some media is with video games. Some of those people are really weird, but he's just weird because he's just a goof. But I'm fine with that, honestly. Even his worst jokes, I'm just like, at least he's not trying to be something he's not. He's just trying to be funny and failing, which, I mean, we all do that. That's my channel. See? When I was younger, I tried to played a little bit of guitar. I don't even want to say I tried to learn because my brother spent much more time with it than I did. Like, maybe one day I'll go back to it. It's not like it's something I can't learn later either, so. Do. Honestly, either way, I think it's funny that people put so much like behind those awards. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's good promotional material for like future projects possibly, but like the fact that like the public even tries to like pretend like they understand what they mean, or tries to like be like, this game shouldn't have won so many times. It's like, shush. It's like, calm down. It's like, don't it was a popular game. Don't you want to see more of that? I do. If they win like that, that means that other people are going to copy them who are bigger than them, which means we'll get more of that story and less of the old dumb stories. So I'd say I'd rather see one small company sweep and like Expedition 33 did than let everyone have their turn like it's a participation trophy. It's like, who cares? Kind of would take the point out of any of it, and no one would take them seriously if that were the case. It's like, yeah, if everyone wins, then everyone's a loser. It's like I would have been pretty disappointed by like the cross country foundation and by the cross country organization, or just like the school system in general, if I had made finalists with my speed, which is good for me, and it was the whole point for me wasn't speed, it was about improvement, and I did. But if I went to state or something with that, I'd be like, what is wrong with these people? I'm just a little close to average back then. I like these boots. I like nice hiking boots. I have a pair of these. Several, actually. I got like some that are for like steel-toed, and I have other ones that are a little bit older and more weathered, but they're also really good hiking ones. You know, they just have a nice look to them, like the leather work on them is really good. This is actually coming out pretty good. I'm not too concerned with her face first, so I think that's what helped, because like that might have distracted me. I'm just trying to get these the tougher details that I'm usually bad at out first. Like all the folds in this fabric. I think yeah, this one came out pretty good. I should try and do more of these, just like studies of like just clothing and how. I was doing that for a little while, but I kind of got off of it, and I need to get back into just drawing folds and drawing different materials and like cleaning up my work, because there's many times where I could just like I just need to like put aside other things and just use the extra time I have during like weekends to like do these bigger projects, like improving this stuff, because why not? I did, by the way, make some massive improvements on the VTuber model. It's going to be like I got the wings flapping and opening and closing. The tail's not yet moving, but I had to unfurl it because apparently I drew it curled, and then I looked at all the tutorials and they're like showing like straight tails, and I'm like, oh man, I knew I had to do this. I don't know why I drew it this way. Like from step one, I made things hard for myself. The craziest thing is I did end up just unfurling it in Live 2D, which was not fun. It was like trial and error last night, and I kept like almost going back and redrawing the tail as a straight line, because I had to redraw one of the arms to make a drawing arm, so that when my hand moves, the character's arm will move. Excuse me. Okay. That one came out nice. I'll keep that one. Usually, sometimes I just instantly delete them, but I think I'm going to keep that one because that's a nice pose, and she came out good. Let's do one more with some different clothing. Let's see if I can find a better. Oh, this is my big library. Ooh, this is gonna take a second. It's like I'm looking at like hundreds of pictures just trying to like load at once. It's like, oops, I picked a bad one. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Let's do this. It's a dress. I haven't drawn a dress. Okay. Oops. Let's draw it a little smaller because there's a lot going to be happening. So it's kind of a more straight on kind of shot because this is more about what the fabric's doing than anything else. I don't remember it sounded. They must have added some songs to this because I don't remember this on the Final Fantasy mix, but I don't care. It's nice. I'll have to ask my friends who draw just on YouTube where they would put like rules for their audience. I mean, I haven't had any issues, but I just want to know so that I don't have to say things that should be obvious. Because I ran into someone's server, like behavior on someone's stream yesterday, and if I was more reactionary, I would hold it against them, but I was like, you know what, it's one person said something a few times in chat, which, I mean, I would have caught, but they didn't, and part of me was saying, oh, he's allowing this so they don't disagree, and I'm like, well, then whatever, I'm still not gonna, like, I'm gonna just walk away today and go breathe and relax, not let it ruin my day. You know, it's like, sure, it was unprofessional of them not to do anything, but that's their problem in the long run. They let that stuff go, it's gonna only get worse. So yeah, I just want to find out, like, oh, and I am looking into a Discord. I should do that this weekend. I always say that I want to do it during when I have a lot of time, and this is like I'm running out of a lot of time because this is like the last few days of my big vacation. So yeah, look at this dress. It's like it goes out like that, and then it goes down here, and then it's a big dress. Very cool. Get these like. Good for practice. But my friend recommended something, so I'm gonna just find out how to install it today. Because essentially what it does is that Discord servers are like your own personal place where you can just write down, you can just like set up a forum to discuss things, or I want to use it to let people post images of like fan art, because I've had several people who have asked to draw things for me, and it'd be fun to let them on there. And then it'd be nice to have just like a spot to like talk with them about like things I bring up on stream, like certain movies I discuss. Be fun to hear their opinions on them. And some people aren't able to make the streams, so it'd be nice to catch up with some people too after, like if they're they still want to talk about certain things that we bring up in the stream, like on how to draw certain things or something like that. Because I do like to help people when I can. And it would just be fun to have like a maybe eventually, like when I get to the point where I'm most comfortable with it, I could even like set up like movie nights or like study days where like I think I would like study days actually more than movie nights, but or like I've seen people do this, and I need to be more social with other discords I'm part of, because like some of them just have this thing called just like draw or like chill, which is just an area where people can go and just like listen to some calm music while they draw. And you can't, I think like once people get more comfortable with each other in there, they can talk, but it's honestly mostly just quiet while you draw. So it would be a fun place to just get used to being even like virtually around other people while I do my work. And maybe I really would like to get into one where it's like a people making comics, because it'd be so nice to have someone offer guidance or at least like tips on like writing. There's times where I'm just like I can't think of the words for what I'm trying to convey in a scene, and having someone else there to be like, oh, by the way, this is what you could put here, because they're like, I think you're trying to say this, and or like the way that character said that seems kind of, it's like I know what you're trying to say, and it'd be better to say it this way. Yeah, see, that came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. Okay, I'll be right back. I just need to refill my water. It's lower than I thought it was, so I'll be back after I fill this up, and I'll move on to the speedier drawings. Hey Chad, maybe if I make enough progress on the model, I'll start working on the animated emote for lurking, so that people can click that at the beginning of a stream and be counted, or maybe even just like consistently click it every once in a while, just to let people know they're still there. Because it'd be a nice, easy way that wouldn't require a keyboard. It would just like be a quick option that I can point out at the beginning of a stream how to do it. But let's do some line of action drawings, because my usual crew's not here today. That's weird, but whatever, it's fine. Must be a busy day. Quick poses is actually pretty good too. I'm gonna use them because let's do. Why don't we try 20, and then if we can pose all, that way I can try and draw some clothing too. I think that's good. Where's the intervals, guys? Oh, interval 60 seconds. Let's try for 90 first. This is the first time I've done this in a while. Hello, I'm glad you can make it. Hope you're having a good day. Start. Okay. Ninja Santa. A good start. Oh, of course. Hang on. Did it pause? Yes, okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. Sorry. My pen sometimes has to be reset after it, if it leaves the paper, because it, kinda forgets how it works. No, it's too fast. I can't do this. That's okay. The point is to try and get faster and to try and get as much as you can, as much information in the time. And there we go. Okay. Pink. Okay. Pirate. Okay. Well, this one's going to be a little bit easier because it's a different angle, and because that was like a back angle, and they're starting off really fast. And hello. Hope you're having a good day. I'm starting off today with some quick gestural drawings. I did some slower ones to begin with before, but I'm moving on to some these quicker ones because I'm just trying to get back into drawing people more. And I'm using this site called quickposes.com. It's really great. It's kind of like line of action, similar kind of point to it, where it's just these are like 90-second drawings. So it's gotta like try and go as quick as I can. Gotta be fast like Sonic. Woo! Woo! Streets by. Nice. Oh, that was it. And Here's a Catwoman. I haven't seen this one before, so I'm glad I came here because these are some new drawings. I mean, new poses. Yeah, it was what... Yesterday I was in someone else's stream, and they were doing gesture drawings, and I thought... I mean, I've been trying to do them more lately, and I figured, wouldn't it be nice to just, like, do a stream where it's just all gesture drawings, and then save them for my character drawings later on, because sometimes I always wish I had something saved so I didn't have to start from scratch. And this is a good way to do that. Yeah, this is a tricky one because like the darks of the leather make it hard to see where the edges are in some spots. And like the worst part is that those spots are things like her fingers. Like it's hard to kind of see her hands. She's holding these jewels. That's all I can do. Next one. Next drag. I have no idea what... I think this is a really weird drawing. I don't like this one. This lady's surrounded by floating Barbie dolls. I'm scared. This is dark imagery, and she's trying to feed a plastic baby with what looks like a dispenser or something. This is really strange. Yeah, like you expect this drawing to be like really dark contrast and her to be in like some gothic dress, but she's just in white clothing white, almost like nurse clothing in a white room, so it looks even more unnatural. It's like, oh gosh, help me! I'm scared. Make this picture go away. Oh good, it's gone. Guys. I don't like this one either. Can we go past this one, guys? I don't like this one either. Guys. Fine. Longest 90 seconds ever. This is what I don't like about this one, is that you can't skip. Because on line of act, oh yeah, you can right there. My bad. Like, you can't skip except for that button in the corner that's very tiny that says skip. Lips. Oops, that's I forgot he's got it. I gotta go faster, I'm being slow. I would say like there's I'm trying to think if does line of action, I'll have to check. I know one of the sites that I have that's got timed places might have I think they have like a challenge where you draw backgrounds. I'll have to see if it's line of action. I think it's them, or it might be a different one. But if not, I would just say like just type in like a certain like different cities, or just type in like major cities or something like that into like Pinterest, and then try and draw that stuff. That one didn't. That one didn't last long. That is a weird pose. Oh, he's a jester. I see. Yeah. I get it. For a long time that's how I was. I'm trying to get out of that because I've noticed in some of my drawings I've been not putting in much detail in the backgrounds, and I want to get back into trying that so that people who in the future, if I want to do commissions, can ask for that. Because I don't mind. I mean, I do like doing it sometimes. Like, as long as it's reasonable. I don't want to just like have someone be like, draw me a coliseum of people, and I want their faces visible from. I'm like, first of all, that's not how atmospheric perspective works, and also no. It's like I didn't know. This guy's like, oops. That's good enough to keep, I guess. He's a goofy pose, but this one's fairly easy. She's just standing. Like I did these commissions for someone a while ago where I drew to it like in ink, in a little bit of water soluble ink on like just marker, water soluble marker, and I did it on like a Bristol board, I think. No, it was on multimedia paper. Sorry, and then I drew out the like entire like set scenes from certain movies. Because he's a big like slasher film fan, so I was drawing like Mike Myers and Freddy Krueger and all those. Even though I don't like those, but he does, so you know, whatever. It's a shame that guy got let go because he was a good source of money. Because some people, you tell them how much something's worth, and they just like stop listening right away. And I always like, look, it's this much money in the end. It doesn't mean you have to pay it all at once. And once I say that, most people go, "Oh, okay." It's like, yeah, I'm not expecting this like massive payday at once. I want to prove to you that I can draw this. So. So yeah, like I'm gonna charge a certain amount for the proof, and then after that I'll get to work on the final, is how I usually work. This is going this way, so let's go this way. So with this is further back. She's wearing a dress, so. Oh, nice. Did you watch any of the awards show yesterday? Because I thought it was pretty good. I don't really, I think it helps that I just don't care. So, like, whoever wins, whatever. Like, some people were annoyed that, I guess, Expedition 33 won so many, but I was like, eh. Wow. It's everywhere, so if you ever want it, like, there's so many people that have it recorded, so if you want to watch it, it's like there's like so many choices of people to watch. That's cool though. I don't like that one. That sounds fun. Yeah, right now I'm pretty much just doing Silk Song or just like I think I'm back to playing Coral Island a little bit. But those are the two, I think that's pretty much the main things. Like most of my friends are playing Rivals right now, but I'm not really into that. That's too much time for me. The Silk Song I can just pick up and hello! Thanks for dropping by. I'm just doing some quick gestures to start off, and then I was going to get into a little bit more anatomy, and then I was going to do some other comic. Oops, that's wrong. It's wrong. I drew that wrong. Oops. Well. Yeah, these are like 90-second drawings, so I'm just trying to like get out as much as I can. And normally I would do only 60, but I haven't done one of these in a while, so I kind of want to just start off a little easier on myself. Oh no. Maybe he needs to be fed. Yeah. I'm glad you could be here. Oops. Okay. Do one more and then we'll move on to some poses with characters, I think. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I usually don't like to do details until I get the whole pose out. Gotta go fast. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a nice day. It's been pretty quiet here. I've been working on a VTuber model and my comic. Those are my two big projects right now, so. Yeah, this one's rough, I know. They don't always come out perfect, but okay, that's enough. Let's just go into the other program in the other. That was all done in quick poses. So I'm gonna go into line of action now, or you know what? I'm gonna use Now we'll try line of action, and if I. Where is it? There it is, I think. Oh no, that's something different. Might be like maybe the thickness of the lines, because sometimes that happens with me. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Line of action. Okay. Start. Just pause these and use these as a reference for my characters, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that with some of my characters. Just put them in these poses to practice drawing them. Oops, that's not high enough. Actually, it's perfect, right? Because that's good for the other foot. Ew. Bumping the drawing pad. This is the main character of my comic. She's a young, aspiring bard. She uses an electric guitar to cast magic spells. I'm trying a different. This isn't in the pose, but I kind of want to try a different hand. Didn't quite come out how I wanted, but that's okay. At least I tried something different. Oops. Fix her up. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Just realized how little of the canvas I was using. I'm like, oh, whoops. I have all this space over here. Good. We can finish her close up here. Yeah. Cool. Oops. Okay. New pose. Okay, yeah, we can make this a richer drawing because this guy is a. Well, it could be either Richard or. There's a couple people it could be. I'll go with Richard though because he's the one I draw the most. Gonna have to change some of the proportions a little bit, but not too bad. Just because Richard's a bit bigger than this dude. Not much. I mean, just. Has the cat gotten quiet now, or is it still screaming? It's kind of a mess, but I'll fix it in a second. I just want to let's get this drawing mostly done before I worry about stressing out over small things. Do, 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 do. Wait, that's straight on, isn't it? So that wouldn't be look like that. It would look more like. It would look. Yeah, more like that. I think one of these times it might also be fun to do like an entire drawing session of just... Oh no. I was gonna say it might be fun to do an entire drawing session of just like, or at least a part of maybe a warm-up where I play around with different ways to draw magic. Because I've done that before. It's kind of interesting. It makes me... It's always fun to try and like just think of different ways to portray it. Because sometimes I want it to look different, obviously, so... Gotta make that a little smaller because it still doesn't... He's a big dude, but... Still have to make sense. It's a strange pose. I'm not sure what is going on here. This guy's kind of like walking forward with his arm out. I guess it could be like an energy attack kind of thing. Or like a blocking, maybe blocking magic that's coming at him kind of scene where it's like energy's flowing around him and he's kind of just like pushing through. Or he's like got hit by a lot of water at once or something and he's trying to just like... Or wind. Yeah, wind. Got hit by a wind attack. And he's trying to just brute force his way through it. And this is Richard, so yeah, that's not that's a very good possibility. It's going to work. Because he's quite strong. Do, 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 do. No. This is such a strange... And I'm trying to change this guy a bit, so it's kind of tricky. Because like I said, Richard's... quite a big guy. Kind of funny. There's a character in what's the name of that anime? It's like Seven Deadly Sins that looks kind of like Richard, but is more like drawn more handsome and kind of just like a more emphasis on strength, whereas Richard's kind of like big thing is more on his skill. Although I heard that in the in that show they kind of unfortunately, like, the budget made it so they had to cut down on how they drew that character, because apparently in the manga he's much better, much more interesting character, because like they had money. Like, it costs, even though it takes time, which is money, it's still cheaper to draw than it is to animate. So he's like he's portrayed much stronger in the manga. Oops. Oh, let's just get his other foot, and then we're good. I forgot that these aren't timed. That's why I was like, wow, I'm doing pretty good. It's like, oh, right, because you don't have a time limit anymore. Yeah, imagine that. Once the time's gone, I can do better. Who knew? Okay, that's fine. Next drawing. How are we doing time? Oh, we're over an hour now. Okay. I might do like, let's do one more and then I'll do work on the comic. That's a cool drawing. Not sure who to... Oh, I know who. Kinda. I mean, it's gonna look totally different. Because he's a werewolf. But he does use knives sometimes. Just because they're enchanted. Like he uses these kukris. Sometimes. Or just various knives, I'll say, because it's easier. Because this guy's got like these. Bum, 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 bum. And this guy's kind of a supporting character. He kind of they have like a backstory going on throughout the story where they're like hunting down everyone that kind of gets pushed out. Everyone that kind of tries to follow and harm or help, really. Either way, they don't care. Richard and June, these two watch, and if there's someone that's a wanted criminal or war criminal or whatever, or person of interest in general, they'll quickly swoop in and try and capture them. And with this guy, I wanted to make him break the stereotype of this kind of character and make him the smarter of the two characters, and make the pixie the one who's actually more hot-blooded, where she's kind of like at least with the first time they meet, she's kind of got much more like of a visceral, angry response to what she thinks the person who she thinks June is. Whereas this guy's like, no, we shouldn't just rush in. You know, I am gonna make them like kukris, kind of. Just because it's kind of a fun, unique kind of knife. And maybe they're made out of a special material, kind of like how Richard has some weapons that can deflect magic, and he had them out because he was they were hunting a witch. But these won't do very good against Richard, though. Oops. Oh, well, whatever. That's fine. You know what? I'm not gonna. No, I'm gonna save it because I could still use it for something later on. So, even if it's not a perfect drawing, it still could be used for something. He's not fully transformed here yet. He's just partially. That's horrible. Never mind, I'm gonna erase it. I don't like it. I changed my mind. It's horrible. Let's work on the comic. See. Oh, that's what he's doing there. Yeah. I forgot why he was doing that. He's hiding himself is what he was doing there. I need to find a way to like portray that better. 'Cause like he's supposed to be not unless I was in an Indiana Jones situation where I could just like whip out a long range weapon and be like, bang. I'm not a fighter, really, to be honest. I think I'd be very confused about seeing someone with a spear just in random everyday life. Yeah. Yeah, fighting would not be my number one choice. No. If there was no choice, then long range. But yeah, I bet. I hear that. I hear it's kind of crazy there right now, but yeah. Because when I went there, I was on a trip in college, and it was pretty chill. It was that was a long time. That was a while ago though, like early 2000s. So sure, it's changed a lot since then, but because then it was like we were walking around everywhere. It was pretty cool, and like, I mean, we were mostly in Times Square though, so. There was cops everywhere there, so. I know there was that story about that guy, I can't remember when that was, but there was someone with a samurai sword once. I think that was in New York City. where they had to like hit him with like several of these those non-lethal rounds like multiple times or something crazy. I'm a fossil. I had to walk uphill both ways when I went to school. In the rain. Over shards of glass. Yeah, I'm definitely old enough that I didn't really have to grow up with social media. At least not the one that exists now. Like, I'm so glad I didn't have to deal with that back when I was a kid. Bullying was bad enough, and without, like... Yeah! Bonnie, my pebbles. Fred Flintstone's neighbor. I mean, why do you think they look so good? I drew them. I drew from life. I just go out and be like, "Excuse me, Mr. T-Rex, could you stand still for a few minutes?" This is the panel I need to fix. I'm trying to think how I'm going to portray this instead. Maybe he throws down like a smoke bomb, actually. To kind of like... That was fun drawing those, though. Especially because I found out later on that Speak of Malice was apparently a much more recent discovery. Like, I wondered why I didn't know much about it, and then I looked it up later and I'm like, oh, it's because that was found like only a few years ago. Or like it was like more information was found out about it more recently. Because I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm so used to just the that news about that ankylosaur that was found perfectly preserved in I think that was the one in Canada, I believe. But apparently this one was pretty well be preserved as well, but not the same state, but. I'm trying to think if that's what I want. Well, I'll draw it and then I'll decide. Yeah, most people nowadays have like all these memes in their head, but I have like useless Simpsons quotes from back when that show used to be good instead. Like I can remember like season 7 pretty well. The new stuff I haven't watched at all. I don't really want to watch the show anymore because it's not aimed at me anymore. But I mean, technically back then it wasn't aimed at me because the jokes were meant to be like making fun of shows that I never saw. Because The Simpsons was pretty much made as like a satire against the family sitcoms. This might be good. Well, if I don't like this, I'll try something different, but I'm going to try and oops. Trying to make him figure out a way to make him disappear, or how he would choose to disappear, because there's a couple things I could do. Like he could either cast a spell, or right now I have him like using a smoke grenade to hide, but I'm tempted to do something different. Like have him cast an invisibility spell or something too. It's a possibility. But pacing here is a little weird too. I need to fix this. Dark shadows and intensity in the eyes helps. Like really like bulgy eyes sometimes make someone scarier, and or just like a stance with purpose. Like they don't feel like they're erratic. They feel like they're very calculated, even though they're, for instance, your character having a spear, having him like look very composed with that spear would be pretty scary, because then you know that not only does he have a deadly weapon, but he's just like very disciplined with it. Like it's not just like him, he's not going to just throw it at you and run away. He's going to be like there was that character in Batman Beyond that used a spear, and he was intimidating because you felt like he was like never going to give up. Like he was a true adversary against Terry, because he felt like he would like continue to hunt, and even if he lost a spear, he would still hunt. Other than that, I'd say like war paint helps, because that's what they would do that's what like certain tribes do to like look scarier. Or like an animal motif on their body, like maybe like a lion mane, or like a skull as a pauldron, or like as a helmet. You know, things that like make you look less than human. For instance, in Star Wars, one of the big reasons, there was two reasons that they wanted to make the stormtroopers look the way they do, is because first, it's easier to take someone out if it's easier to fight an adversary that doesn't have a face. But on their side of things, it's scarier to be a unified troop of unfaced, like humanoid shaped beings that could be anyone and show no compassion. Yeah. Like there was one book, I guess, that where I think there was like one author had this book where like the Ewoks were referring to the stormtroopers as like the as these like undead, like skeleton creatures because they were just black and white. Put him in the foreground, kind of, so he's like... Maybe not in the foreground, maybe he's, maybe I should turn him around? I'll try that too. I'm gonna try doing this from a different perspective too. Maybe where he's like actually like in sneak mode and like well, even if he's blind, he can have bulging eyes even if he's blind, and that would just make him look more unsettling in a way because they would be clouded. It'd be like Storm, you know? I mean, and there's always the blind swordsman motif, you know? Like, several anime have done that. But, like, I'm thinking more like the skull would be cool because that's a different way to take it. Yeah, this one, I'm going to have him more just like sneaking, and he's kind of... This is kind of vague too. I don't like this. I'll keep it as a... Try another one. Let's see. Another choice I could have is him actually like activating something on his wrist. Like maybe he has like these like... He doesn't have bracers, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, maybe he's got like a special knife that like part of its one of its he's like crouched, hiding in this underbrush right now, kind of. Is it? Up. Of course. Sheesh. This anatomy. You know, say he has these two daggers, one that paralyzes and one that one that puts you to sleep, and he's kind of using both on this on this werewolf guy because he's like, I don't want to really finish this guy off because he's not really a bad guy, but I also don't want him following us. So this is a good insurance policy to keep him occupied for a little while. I'm triple this post though. That's better. Yeah, just a pose where like he's kind of hidden and using a spell to like turn himself invisible. And the way I'll do that is I'll just make him more transparent than the things around him. So. And maybe I'll put like a blue glow on him too or something like that. Just so he has like a... It's clear that the knife is changing him to be invisible. Yeah. Oops, did I just... What I did? Here we go. Where's that one? Oops, nope. 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 There we go. I had to find the page. Putting it next to that would be smart. There we go. Is this? Yeah, it's... That's okay. I can push it. I can put it underneath this. So I'll probably redraw the line work one more time just to clean it up a little bit more. Yeah, because a few of the ways that Richard can hide himself is he can either do this, or if he wants to be stealthy in a different way, he can like leave an item and leave a weapon behind, and then just like teleport back to it later. Kind of like the characters in Final Fantasy 15. And also, I think, well, yeah, in solo leveling, the guy does that too. Oh no, he can just control his weapons. That's right. Never mind. Maybe he does have a weapon like that, but he hasn't used that one in a long time. That might be a weapon he uses later on. Is something where he can maybe like a sword, kind of like he might have like a long sword, kind of like Alucard later on that he uses. But he has to remember them to use them. So oh, these are pretty. Oh well, it's fine. I can use this as a base color. He's in the shadow too, so he would look a little bit darker. Maybe a little bit lighter in those spots. That's right, I forgot about that. I'll do that another time. I forgot that I am trying to do some folklore this month, but I'll prepare some stuff because it's not something you can just improvise. I'll make the knife the same color as his pants, just so it's kind of more of a subdued kind of dark color. Yeah. He's gonna be in this very dark scene. How's your drawing coming along? Yeah, one makes him invisible and one makes it so he can't be heard either. So he's... Because being invisible against the werewolf isn't that useful, but being invisible and having no sound, or being impossible to track, is very useful. Well, good. Yeah, I like that. That's going to make everything around him like a... And then maybe put like a tree behind him or something, like so he looks. He's actually fading in. It's pretty much see-through in this scene. Oh, cool. Cool. Okay. That's good. I'll have to work on this one where she's. I'll be back right back and get some more water. Oh. Oh. I always forget how long it takes to even like kind of do a panel in this comic. Like, I wouldn't have drawn as much like figure drawing if I had thought that through, but it's okay. I need to fix this one. I don't like the perspective. It looks a little off. I think, honestly, your one before was probably better. Let's do this. I'm trying to think what. I'll just change which arm is holding her. That should help a little. Ah! Why are you doing this to me? Stop it. I think this is better. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's not the brush I want. That's that's fine. You're trying to be difficult right now. There. Why are some of these brushes doing this to me? I do like her expression. She's very mad. That actually. Maybe she's got a few scuffs and scrapes on her eye from where she got hit. Around her eye, I mean. Like on her eyebrow. Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy with how this one's coming out nice. And now I'm working on this one where in the previous page she was ambushed by this pixie, and now she got the upper hand on her. I'll show you. I think I have the page open. I'll find it for you. Nope, nope, nope. Yep, right there. That's what she did to her in response. She's just like, it's like we've got your daughter, we've got the girl. You can't do anything, and she's just like, oh yeah, blast her, and fries her wings. So yeah, but she's this like incredibly resilient type of pixie where they can take a real nasty beating. But so. And I did that on purpose because I don't want her to just get like disposed of the first time they meet her. Like that would be pretty dark. Like if June just like took out the first person that fought her. It's like, eesh, scary. Even her dad would be like, "That's not cool." It's like I'm a. It's like I've been in wars, but yeah, that's pretty dark. Need to find a good reference, or I'm sure I can find something somewhere where like someone's getting grabbed by the scruff of their shirt getting pulled up. But I'll improvise it for now. Let's make a note to find ref for this. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, these aren't really bad guys. They're just bounty hunters that picked the wrong people to mess with. They thought she was someone else because she, I guess, fits their very bad description. Like, this is the last time they go off of like a very loose description of someone they're hunting. Because I'm gonna say that maybe in the past it's gotten them in trouble, but this time is like the final like. Oh boy, we got to change our ways. It's like we almost got. If it wasn't for the fact that they didn't want to hurt us, we would have been in big trouble. Yeah, especially Richard. Like, if he really wanted to, he's like he does have the experience to take out a werewolf, no problem. But he's just like, look, we're in a hurry. I don't want to deal with you. You made a mistake, that's fine. Just let us go. And they kept messing with him. So this is June's response of like, we're done. You had your fun. The game is over. And I will have other types of pixies in this too, because she's a human-sized pixie. There's other ones that are smaller, but because those would be fun to draw too. Like there was this one anime I used to watch called Ancient Magus Bride, and they had some really interesting things they did with having smaller pixies, like. And even magical cats in that show, that was pretty cool. Especially in the second season, I mean, when you saw the Kate She, which are like, it's spelled, I'm sure if anyone's played Final Fantasy VII, they said that like I did, which is Kate Sith, but apparently it's Kate She. It's a type of cat spirit that like I think is attracted to death or something. I forget what the thing is. But yeah, they're much like Banshee. They're attracted to death, but I think they like I forget what their purpose is or what they do. There's something they do. the other thing, the problem I had was that she was hanging too much of her was hanging. Like she looked like she was like maybe like 3 feet tall. So I got to make sure that she's like looked like she's more being pulled halfway up or something like that. Because this is June too. She's not super strong, so. Definitely strong enough to beat this girl up, though. Or this pixie. Yeah, I hear it's good. I mean, one manga I really want to check out is the Witch Hat Atelier. The artwork in that looks really nice. And yeah, that's that one with the like really like soft kind of cottagecore kind of look to it, and it's got like a the main character's got like a pointed cap, and yeah, it looks like it might be good. I'm curious. I mean, I don't need another book collection to add to mine, but I at least want to grab the first one to look at. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like in Ancient Magus Bride that they never really say what the Magus, what he is. Like I mean, it's pretty clear he's like a kind of a Leshen kind of base creature, but they never actually say that because there are other spirits, forest spirits in the show, but they never actually say like, oh, this is what he is. It's like, we think maybe this is what he is, but we don't know. He's very old. More straightforward, just reaching right forward instead of bent. It's like, yoink, gotcha. I think the big thing is I gotta make sure that the arm is at an angle so she's like going up like that. Just to be clear, I'm going to make sure that more of her, the back of her arm is showing. Tempted to have her say something like, "You think you're tough? I've been in an orc mosh pit." Or something to that extent. I'll think of something good. But right here, she's pretty much just saying like, "Yeah, enough's enough. We're done. We're done." take her and go. It's like, we don't have time for this. And he's like, okay, okay, okay. Even the first panel, he's just like, listen, no, I'm sorry. Things were said. I admit I was having some fun. But you're right. We got carried away. She shouldn't have kicked you in the face. That wasn't cool. Sorry about the concussion. It's like, I don't know if she's going to forgive you, buddy. I think she's mad. Because what... I think I have that panel too. Because what actually happened was right when she got hit, like her guitar activated and blocked the majority of the attack, but she still got hit by the force of the kick, and was slammed into the ground. So she still definitely felt that. I think I have it. Not here. Probably here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, she like hit her really hard and her guitar blocked the majority of the attack, but she still got slammed into the ground. Wondering if I need a panel for that, but I don't know if I do. I mean, it doesn't look good the way she got hit anyway, so I could just say that the force itself just, like, knocked the wind out of her. Like, she got her guitar slammed into her, too, so... Doesn't even matter. Hitting the ground's not really a part I need to show, because even, like, the force, that speed from the fifth panel here of her coming down and then hitting her, even with a shield... would really... I don't know if she really had a cut, though. There, I think. Well, I'll say she... Yeah, I'll say that. Because in the original drawing, she actually got kicked, and then I'm like, how'd she survive that? Like, I showed it to people, and they're like, that looks like that should have been in the end of that character. It's like, yeah, I guess. In a shonen. Especially since she doesn't really, other than having like some self-defense training from her father, she doesn't really fight. So, I mean, she's just lives in a quiet cottage that's hidden. So, and her neighbors are really nice people. Where the worst thing maybe that happens is arguments. So, excuse me. Get more water. I would also like to look at the manga for Free Ren, because I want to see how the art in that is. Because that must be kind of nice too. I feel like I was drawing her too big. So. Part of me almost keeps picking up the manga, the collections for Berserk because of the art in that, but they just take up so much space. Like, they're really nice looking, but my gosh. I already have the Nausicaa art book, manga, and that's huge. Like, I have the 2 collections, and those are beastly. Well, I'm doing pretty good for time. I'll keep going. I'm having fun, so. Appreciate everyone giving me some of their time to have me on in the background. It's always nice having people to talk to, or even talk at. You know, I think that looks better. Yeah, she looks. That was a. I'm glad I did that. Giving her the changing the arms around, I think, really helps it a lot. Might make him smaller, because there's no room in this panel for any dialogue. Yeah. Plus, he was way too close to her to be acting that way. Like, she would have easily, if he got that close, she would have been like, lights out for your friend. Maybe gonna shrink him down more. He's very tall. Am I just moving this, or am I shrinking it? There, now I'm shrinking it. There. Yeah, that's better. Now I have actual... I'll put a rough in for now, so I know it's there. I might even have it so that she's like has this just like series of she just goes on this rant, and like I'll have the word bubble up here above him as he's going into stealth mode, so that the guy's just he's got his attention so much on her because he's scared. He's like, oh god, she's really mad. It's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, you're right. I was bad. I made a bad decision. Tell you what, we'll leave you alone. Yeah. this is. Once again, too big. Is something still selected? What? Oh, is it I see. Okay. That's why it was a reference layer. Or it was some kind of weird layer I had it set for, so it wasn't going to let me draw on it. That's better. Maybe he retracts his claws a little so they're not like so big. Because he looks like he's about to like go Freddy Krueger at the moment. Gotta make them a little bit smaller. Because he's one of those like shaman type werewolves where he can control it. I always think those are interesting too. You don't see them as much. You usually just see the curse ones, and this is like, no, he's fully sentient and can control when he is in and out of it. He just likes to be in it. Because his senses are heightened. If he's in a city or somewhere really loud, he likes to get out of it so that he can concentrate easier. Maybe she's still like expletives just going on and on and on in the background. He's like, that would be kind of funny if he's still screaming. It's just like, beep, 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 beep. And you think he's going to use the knife, but then he comes up with an ammonia rag, and he's like, "Sorry, buddy." Part of me wants to play up the Princess Bride with this scene where he's like, maybe I can't take it completely, but maybe the last panel he's like saying like, I can't imagine the headache you're gonna have when you wake up, but for now just think of fire hydrants or something like or, or chasing cars or something. I don't know, just like some kind of dog joke. It would be fun to use the whole quote, but I know that he can't do that. He's like, I'd sooner shatter a stained glass window than take your life, but you also can't be following us, so bunk. I love that movie. So good. Plus, Andre the Giant is so much fun in that movie. Oops. There we go. Yeah, see, he can like summon different weapons. That's why I wanted to show there. It's just like with his character page. Yeah, I did go through some of my brushes and got rid of some replicas I had. So, but it's still a little bit of a mess. But I'm trying to slowly organize it. Here we go. Well, that's good for the second part of what I'm doing, but yeah, we can use this one, I guess, or this one. Yeah, this is better. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, I can't remember if I said this last time, but I found out that the manga studio that did Full Metal Alchemist has another anime coming out next year, and I'm real excited to see what it's called. Like Raised by Daemons, like Daemons. So I'm very curious. I want to see what it's like. It might be good. I like the art style. I mean, it looks exactly like Full Metal Alchemist. So, like the characters' like expressions and their faces are very similar. So I like that animation though. So. Having a different story where they're actually like on the side of the creatures would be really interesting. Where they're protecting these spirits from the world. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe not. But it'd be fun to check it out either way. It does. I always like to try and find new shows. Would like to have another slice of life show. Because Laid Back Camp was really fun. I just liked how I would watch that like to like unwind at the end of the day and just like enjoy like a very chill situation where it's like the biggest stakes are like will they overcook the food? It's like, oh no, maybe this won't be a perfect camping experience. But it was always good. I mean, there's always some issues and a little bit of drama, but nothing but minor. Like someone's late or someone didn't show up or... Yeah. Certain... Or like a character who's antisocial ended up camping with the people that she's okay, she likes, but she just likes to camp alone. So she kind of has to let go of her antisocial side and hang out with them. Which I can definitely relate to that, so. Maybe I'll go back and watch that one about the witch that what was it called? Like just like Witch Days or something like that, or I forget. But it's basically just like this witch that goes to live with a family for her studies on the human world, and like it's very low key, next to no stakes. Like it's like the most slightly like dangerous thing they did is they found a spirit cafe, like with like different types of spirits and ghosts in it, and some of them are less social than others. That's the most dangerous thing. It's like they're not even mean, they're just like some of them don't want to talk to them yet. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. Nice to having a show where people aren't like throwing giant attacks at each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love One Piece, but it's kind of nice having shows that aren't it to make it more fun. I forgot he's supposed to be wearing... Is he... I'll say he took it off. Because in this drawing I'm indicating that he has his coat still on, so I'm like, wait, was I supposed to have his coat still on? But I'll say, like, he took it off when he decided to start going in stealth mode. To make less noise. Although it doesn't matter because he's got a magical dagger that cancels out any noise he makes. So... And it's strong enough to trick elves, so that's the only reason it's okay here, is because otherwise he'd probably... Although he's getting yelled at a lot right now, so I think he's kind of distracted. I'm pretty sure he could have almost just walked up to him like normal, and he still would have snuck up on him. It's like, this guy's not used to getting yelled at by a by a young lady. It's like, with that kind of... with that string of expletives. It's like, wait, what? Oh my gosh, I'm writing that one down for later. Okay. I love his silhouette. Just the mustache. Doing. See, technically he should probably be one tone because he's invisible. So I'll just make him dark and then that's the only tone. Because what light would be hitting him? Although then again, he wouldn't have any color either, but whatever. That's overthinking it. Yeah, just make it dark. I might have to fix his head width, but yeah, I think it's a little off. That's okay, I'll fix it later. Just getting the mapping down is what matters for that. We don't have time. Yeah, we can do it. In fact, you know what? I'll do that. Just so that I can say I did it. Oops. Just fix this up a little bit. Because otherwise, I mean, it looks okay. It just kind of doesn't look the same as he does up there. Honestly, I think he looks better there. Yeah, I think when I redrew him, I messed it up. Oh well. Yeah, let's just go with this. This is probably better, except for the coat. So what I'll do is actually, I'll just redraw it. Because I'll combine them. I think it was also because his hair wasn't as like down the middle as it's supposed to be. Because, yeah. He's supposed to have his hair kind of swept back, kind of like the guy Sam from Supernatural, kind of like he's got his hair kind of long and swept back. So maybe the length was okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Yeah. Maybe not even. Not that angry, maybe more just resigned kind of now. He's like, sorry, kind of got to end this fight. It was fun, but it's time to go. Maybe not looking that high up because he's not. More just straightforward, kind of. Nice. Don't worry about views, though. I mean, it's good to... I'm glad you feel that way. But don't take it personal if it doesn't, because it's... I mean, I'm sure you know that, but... That is the quickest way to, like, just... I've had days on here where, like, where I've let the view count upset me, and it just kind of spoils the day. It kind of spoils everything, and I'd hate for that to happen to you. Then go ahead. Yeah, go for it. I mean, there's no... You can draw some Marvel characters. I don't see why not. Oops. It is 100%. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Why is it not drawing? What the... Key? That's weird. Which... Oh, I see. Whoops. That's why. Like, why isn't this drawing? Maybe because I got an area selected? Duh. Maybe. Yeah, see? Not much of a change. In fact, I actually might fix that nose to be more like that. I like that. We'll add in that nose. Make the nose a little bigger. What? Why is it doing that? Oh, because it's not actually... Duh. I'm glad to hear that you... What characters do you think you're going to draw? Like, there's a... I mean, there's a whole bunch that are really good, so there's no wrong choice. Oh, I was just thinking of Moon Knight, actually, yeah. He does have a really cool design. Yeah, yeah. Those all sound like really... Those sound like a lot of fun. It was a shame that the TV show couldn't really show how, like, different Moon Knight is from all other heroes. He, like, from what I've heard of him from the comics, that character is much more unhinged and much more, like, unpredictable than most other characters, and that's why certain villains don't want to fight him. It's not because he's strong, it's because he's bit crazy. I gotta say, those movies like were a huge surprise for me. I never followed the comic, so when those movies came out, I'm like, I was cautiously optimistic, and I'm glad I was, because I was like, when it came out, I'm like, oh, like this is a breath of. Well, actually, at that time, it wasn't really a breath of fresh air. It was just a nice change of pace, really. Because most other people had like serious things like earth problems, like alcohol issues, or something like Tony Stark, or ego issues like Thor. So having a bunch of characters who were just in space was pretty cool. Oops. Messed this up. I gotta fix this part. Plus, it was really smart making it a like classic rock collection for the soundtrack. Yeah, you can't go wrong with any of those songs. Yeah, that was great. It's like, oh, you're like Mary Poppins. Oh, is he cool? Actually, yeah. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I never saw the third one. I didn't see the third one, and I keep meaning to, because I hear nothing but good things about it. But I mean, it's much sadder, I hear, but it's a good story from what everyone tells me, so I'll have to check it out sometime. I think his hand is weird. I gotta fix that, actually. This should be... Excuse me, I said. Yeah. That should be bigger. Bigger fingers. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, which one's Endgame? Is Endgame the, with Thanos? Or is that the... Yeah, I think that's with Thanos, right? Or is that something else? I forget. It's been so long since I've watched those. I'm trying to... Because I haven't seen any of the new stuff with, like jumping through realities and all that stuff, and... Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I have seen that one. It's good. I definitely recommend it. There's only one small thing I would criticize about it, but I won't spoil that to someone who hasn't seen it. So, one character wasn't handled very well, but I won't say which one. But other than that, it was fine. I'll be right back. Yeah. Oh, there's more than that too. There's that. Then there's a third movie that came for the Guardians that came after it, where you find out more about Rocket Raccoon. And then there was, I think, one other thing with them, but I forget what it was. Because I had stopped watching by then, so. I wish I could say that for their new stuff, but I just haven't felt the need to see any of the new stuff. The old stuff, yeah, I can understand that, but like any of these newer ones, I'm like, eh. Time travel in like dimension hopping stuff always is difficult to write, and I don't know why I know it's in the comics, but it's an arc that I wasn't really looking forward to. It's like how time travel's a kind of a tricky subject to write, and it's like, what if you guys can avoid it? Also, like, I also don't like the Civil War was one of my the first parts of the story I didn't like. Only because I didn't like the comic, to be fair. Like, I think, like, heroes fighting each other over something that really, especially in the movies, could have just been like a sit-down conversation. And yes, I know that's not as much fun, but this is their world. They shouldn't want to, like, run around and cause mass destruction just to prove a point. Like, I didn't, because I did like some parts of the story. I just felt like everything to do with like how they handled like the reason the two of them were fighting. It's like all he had to really do was just point out to Captain America that like, or to Iron Man that his friend was under mind control. Like it's not like he had a choice. It's like sure he it's understandable for him to still be angry and upset, but that changes things a lot. It's like don't expect him to forgive him, but still, it's like, buddy, he wasn't really in control, so chill. I mean, at least they didn't go the route the comic did, because the comic went even crazier. I think Tony gets taken out by that, what's his name? That guy that was in the movie that was one of the bad guys with the what was he? He had like a skull on his on a like a vest, and he's the one that caused the issues at the beginning of it. But anyway, he's the reason everything gets bad. But much like with Marvel, they take characters out of stories in very dark ways, and then they just bring them back anyway. So it's like, guys, why are you doing this? It's like, we know he's going to come back. It's like with Wolverine, where they're like, yep, he's gone forever. And it's like, no, he's not. Don't lie to us. It's like, he's one of your biggest characters. There's no way you're going to get rid of him. Oops, that explains that. I'm like, why is that there? That's a mustache. Or not. It's there. Weird. Yeah, I think it's better to keep it all one tone since he's invisible. And then I'll just try and put more of the things behind him. Yeah, that works. Yeah, but Guardians was still one of my favorites. That and I really liked Ragnarok back in the day, back when it first came out, because Goldblum's character was so much fun, and like getting to see like Hemsworth have some fun and like get to be a goofball was a fun change of pace for him. Yeah, same. It's been a while, but I mean, it's not that long ago though. It's like what, like 8 years old or something like that. Yeah, but I thought I saw it in theaters too. It was really fun. I just remembered that scene where they're in the where Hulk gets out of the bathtub and Thor's like, "Well, now I've seen that's in my head forever." That was so funny. I was like, "Oh, wonderful." Plus, Hela was she was a really cool villain. Like her, kind of like showing the old side of Odin in his daughter. Because he wasn't always a nice guy. Apparently, even in their version. I also love the beginning where he runs into Doctor Strange for the first time. Loki meets Doctor Strange for the first time, and he gets like stuck in that portal. Wasn't that one? Wait, was that? Yes, that was that one. Like, do you have any idea how long I've been falling? Yeah, I think the only misstep they had with that movie was showing the fight between, uh, and showing the Hulk in the trailer. I mean, I knew I've seen Planet Hulk, so I knew he was there, but like, people who haven't seen that movie would have had a nice surprise. But oh well, I mean, it was still good. It was just it's just a shame they didn't think that through. And but other than that, yeah, it's really funny. Like there's so many good jokes in that. Oops. Where's the oh, here we go. I was like, where'd it go? And like giving they gave a lot of time for Idris Elba too. Like you get to have that whole part where he was like the freedom fighter. As oh gosh, I'm blanking on his name, but he's the gatekeeper. And that was a good role to give him because that's kind of an. I mean, that he really made that character who really wasn't that big of a character in Thor's story into like a fun character. I just keep thinking more stuff like when Goldblum just like taps that gets that person to like bop that rod on the guy next to Thor and he just like melts and Thor's like it smells so bad. Like oh my gosh. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and watch the rest of Loki because I never got around to the second season. I like the first season. Come on, guys, I'm almost done. Let me finish this drawing. Ah! You did? He's a big part of that story. That's cool. Yeah, he has a big character. I mean, he has his own character arc in the show, but he gets to do a lot in that movie too. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, no, the series is it's really good. Like from the first season was anyway. I don't know how it got after that, but I heard it was pretty good. I haven't had time to watch anymore, and I don't have Disney anymore. So maybe I'll get it again someday. I just canceled it actually, so but I recommend the series if you get a chance ever to watch it. It's got some good actors in it and really fun. Ooh, careful. I don't know what the statute of limitations is on that. Careful what you say online because it can be used against you. I mean, I won't squeal, but they might be watching now. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what's going on with... I know a lot of people do that. I gotta fix this. This is a good place to call it. I got pretty much the majority of it done, and I mean, I got a lot of the line work done. Still gotta finish this one, I guess, but honestly, I didn't even think I'd get this far with this one. Like, I didn't know I would even get to a point where I liked any of this, so I'm pretty happy with how it came along, and I'm glad you made progress on your stuff. That's really cool. I hope you have fun drawing some more of those Marvel characters. You'll have to let me know next time how that goes. So, and I'll be back on when I'm back on Wednesday. So have a great night, and yeah, I'll see you then. Unless you show up on the other one, but because I do stream on Twitch tomorrow. But yeah, have a great night. Take care.